intelligent eyes and a hunger pain frame. And when you said hi, I forgot my dang name. Set my heart aflame, not a game. This is not a game. You strike me as a person who's never been satisfied. Okay, so we're currently outside. As you can see, we're matching again. Which happens all the time. More than we want. So, where are we going?
We're going to Manila.
Why?
Manila? May pick upin lang ako na for work.
How are you feeling today? I guess that pretty much sums it up. Alin?
Yung streamer.
Ano ba yun dun?
Wala lang. Ba't mo tinutupi yung ilong mo? Wala mo.
I think girls tend to do that in front of the camera.
Yes. Probably.
We kind of usually have this tradition, which we don't do as much as we'd like. We kind of read the gospel for the day and just, I don't know, give some reflection points, like share some insights with each other. Mas Papa nag-post na, yeah, so
Reading.
let's try to do it now. Okay, so what is it? A reading from the Gospel according to Matthew. Jesus said, "Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, you hypocrites! You pay tithes of mint and dill and cumin, and have neglected the weightier things of the law, judgment and mercy and fidelity. But these you should have done without neglecting the others. Blind guides who strain out the gnat and swallow the camel. Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, you hypocrites! You cleanse the outside of cup and dish, but inside they are full of plunder and self-indulgence. Blind Pharisee, cleanse first the inside of the cup, so that the outside also may be clean." The Gospel of the Lord. I love this
Wow.
place. What's going on? Paintings? Some art, street art over there. Clearly I haven't gone out for quite some time. What are your thoughts on that?
Ano yata yan kasi yung, di ba merong Beatitudes? Ito yung parang counterpoint dun. Kasi alam ko meron pa, hindi yan yung buong sinabi ni Jesus dyan sa part 9. Madami pang iba.
Parang excerpt lang.
Kung meron mga blessed are the peacemakers, blessed are the ganyan.
So,
Ito naman,
counterpart
inaano niya
yan.
na, woe to you Pharisees kasi ganito kayo, ganyan kayo. Part din kung bakit galit si Jesus dun sa mga Pharisees nung dati kasi very pretentious.
Yeah.
Mahilig sila dun sa mga surface level na mga ganap sa magdadasal publicly.
Yung malakas daw sila mag-pray sa synagogues na para marinig ng ibang tao.
Ganyan. Tapos very ostentatious yung kapag magbibigay ng
Na alms. Or speeches.
Sa pulumbe. Parang laking seremonyas, ganyan. Puro pakitang tao pero yung kalooban yung pinapabayaan nila. Yun daw yung
Mas important. Parang yung idea na tinatry mo i-protect yung self-image mo. Kasi parang ganun di ba? Parang it matters more to you how you're perceived by other people.
yun talaga yung point nila.
Rather than trying to cultivate yung inner talaga na growth and yung sarili mo.
Ano naman yun dapat kasi pag
It's gonna show, di ba? Parang
pag inaayos mo yung
kung
sarili
natural
mo,
sa'yo, kung ganun ka talagang kind of person.
lalabas naman
you don't need to prove it to other people. Hindi mo kailangang it gets mo, hindi mo kailangang effortan na ipakita na ganun kang kind of person kasi mapapansin at mapapansin naman yan.
Hindi ko yata tayo. Ito na yung dito ako nung punta yung nakaraan. Pero check ko muna sa accounting namin kung pumasok nga yung payment kasi
Ay kuya.
wait lang.
Okay. Hi guys. So we're currently in Manila and I honestly never usually leave the house. I think I've only left the house for like less than 10 times for the past 5 months. Honestly, like I've just really been staying at home since I'm a freelancer kind of now. Yeah, I just really opt to stay at home. So currently I'm waiting for my brother. He just picked something up from work and I just joined him. Basically, I didn't have anything to do today other than edit a video, but yeah, I just kind of wanted to join him. So it's been dreadful, but at the same time chill these past few months. I think this is the first time I'm ever gonna do this, vlogging in this way, like in public. The most I've done with vlogging is basically IG stories. I kind of like collecting or recording memories, you know, so that's basically my thing. I'm actually pretty sentimental, you know, like something you can look back to someday. That's the main reason I actually want to post stuff. So yeah, this is basically the first time I'm vlogging. Honestly, I kind of feel weird and a little awkward talking in front of the camera. Let's situate you guys here. Wow, I really need to work on this talking in front of the camera thing. Oh, this shirt, by the way. Let me know if you guys get the reference. I don't know, what do you guys want to talk about? What do you guys think of the whole situation? Have you guys been doing good? Hope you guys are fine and safe. Your family and relatives are safe, and that somehow you guys are kept sane at home. So, yeah. I remember that night, I just might regret that night for the rest of my days. I remember those soldier boys tripping over themselves soon when I praise. I remember that dream like candlelight, like a dream that can't go place. But I'll accept it, I'll never forget the first time I saw your face. I'll never miss intelligent eyes and a hunger packed frame. And when you said hi, I forgot my dang name. Set my heart aflame, nothing on the game. This is not a game.
Very well thought out. Ang ganda. Ang galing ng pagkakagawa.
And I know she is helpless. And I realize three fundamental truths. Three fundamental truths. When I fantasize at night, it's Alexander's size. As I romanticize, what might have been if I hadn't sized him up so quickly.
Time will tell. Oceans rise, empires fall.
Soon to rise. Okay, so we're now done with our Manila errands. And
basta yun, nandun.
punta na kami kila Cams. I'm going to bring her this book. I haven't read it yet, but don't mind my brother's reaction, by the way. I haven't read this yet, but it's about discerning God's will, basically. From Ascension Presents, and the authors are Jack and Bobby Angel with Father Mike Schmitz. So I'm gonna let her borrow this, as well as this Army Navy care package that she doesn't know of actually. It's a surprise. #jowa. And yeah, favorite niya kasi, so let's go. Surprise her. Ano favorite mong song sa buong...
Sa Hamilton?
Yeah.
Ang hirap ah.
If you had to pick one song.
Nag-iisip ako nung dun sa Act 2 eh. Yung Act 1 siya
pag-establish na kasi niya.
Yung maganda talaga dun wait for it basic lang. Act 2 is yung yung
sa war, pinapauwi na siya.
After na.
I joke. After
the war, went back to New York.
Yeah.
After the war. Isa pa yung gusto ko Dear Theodosia. Dear Theodosia, what does it say to you? You have my eyes, you have your mother's name. Ang alam kong parang yung climactic na is yung Battle of Yorktown. Kasi nga, the world turned upside down. Yun na yung nag-surrender na yung mga British eh. The world turned upside down. 17.
Ano masasabi mo sa 10 Dual Commandments?
Ay, solid yun. Ayun din, ang ganda din kasi nga madaming mga recurring na themes. Kasi isa yun yung pagbibilang.
This is the 10 Dual Commandments.
Yeah.
May bilang din ba dun sa mga nila?
Ay, isa pang maganda yung yung Thomas Jefferson's Coming Home.
Oo. May
So what
sinabi
did
rin.
I miss?
Yeah. Para I basically missed the late 80s. Para sabi niya.
80s.
Kasi wait, so basically, wala siya, parang missing out siya the whole time. Na maraming ganap, tapos biglang bumalik na lang siya.
Kasi alam ko, may mga ganap din siya sa France eh. Parang, siguro same like si Lafayette. Di ba siya yung nanghingi ng ng help sa mga French forces. Malaking tulong din yung yung si Thomas Jefferson doon. Like sa paghingi ng tulong, parang
may contribution din siya. Maganda rin yung parang parts na medyo low-key lang, pero na-touch on kunyari yung slavery.
Si Thomas Jefferson, may mga slaves din yan eh. Sa present day, meron siyang descendant na na African American.
Talaga? Descendant?
Yung isang slave niya na babae, nabuntis niya eh.
Oh, shucks.
So mayroon din siyang mga hindi magandang
I wanna be in the room where it happens, Even though kilala sila as great, yung mga politicians before, parang may kanya-kanyang rin sila eh.
Oo, may kanya-kanyang baho sila. Hindi naman necessarily na na porket meron kang slave, yung parang minamaltrato mo sila. Pero pa din, masama pa din yung slavery.
Pero kasi generally accepted siya before.
Oo, kasi legal.
Yun yung norm. Yun yung norm daw.
Di ba yung sabi ni Angelica na yung sabi daw ni Thomas Jefferson na na we hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal. Kaya yung parang lahat merong human rights and stuff. Yung loophole dun kasi parang yung mga slaves hindi nila kino-consider na human yan.
Yun lang.
Kaya hindi
kino-consider na equal.
Kasi parang yung mga whites lang yung yung human.
Grabe, sobrang
very very sobrang dark. Kaya hanggang ngayon
yung hurts nila ganun na lang. Parang alam mo yun, parang
I mean
rooted talaga yung nila hinanakit nila eh.
Sa mula talaga sa founding ng Amerika.
So
nandun yung racism.
Yeah.
Kaya hanggang ngayon
BLM.
ramdam mo pa rin yung yung mga after effects. Ang casual sa Amerika nung yung lethal force. Kasi kunyari dito sa Pilipinas hindi sobrang meron din kasi
EJK.
Meron din pero hindi yung sobrang commonplace na parang i-defend mo.
Casual lang nga yung
meron
nila.
Like yung merong mga tao na nagde-defend doon sa pulis na parang ba't kasi hindi siya nakinig, ba't kasi ganito, ba't kasi ganyan.
Yeah.
Hindi Hindi mo naman kailangan patayin eh.
Oo nga, you're not supposed to kill anyone. Parang, sige, kulong mo or whatever.
Oo,
Parang, pero hindi, sana last resort na yung pagpatay dun sa
Ang
tao.
pinaka trabaho mo as police is to apprehend.
And siguro to protect.
Oo,
Hindi naman, kung hindi naman
kunyari,
exage yung
wala namang threat, tas pwede mo namang non-lethal force, ganun ba?
Pero hindi naman,
Grabe yung binaril sa sa likod.
sobrang
Tas parang hindi magets ng ng mga whites eh. Kasi siyempre yun yung privilege and stuff.
yeah. It's a person. Alam mo yun, parang
Oo.
nakakasad lang nga yung human dignity talaga. Parang hindi na na-uphold eh.
Yung mayroong prejudice. Ako pag African American, pag black, ganito yan, ganyan yan, ganito yan. So
Parang
parang
matapang, palaban,
Oo,
ganyan.
ganyan.
Hindi naman necessarily ganun.
Kung alam nyo, meron ako nakita tweet yata dati o post sa Reddit na parang kung alam nyo lang yung kung gaano kadaming mga African American yung nanonood ng anime. Sobrang nakakatawa sa parang
Di nyo alam, parang
sobrang ang nerd ng mga nila, ganyan. Tas grabe yung mga black people nanonood ng Naruto, gano'n. Tas sobrang
di mo nakakalain eh.
Anime is parang the least threatening thing.
Yun na nga. When people, like, can we all just chill? Alam mo yun, parang
Tas parang
we all need to calm down.
parang the least you could do is to not kill.
Yun na nga.
Parang, ba't kasi hindi siya sumusunod? Ba't kasi ganito?
Oo
Ba't
nga,
kasi ganyan?
pero ba't kailangan patayin?
Yun
Parang
nga,
yun
parang,
yung
so
dun eh.
kailangan ba sumunod? Tas kailangan ba ganito yung kailangan yung gagawin mo lahat para lang hindi ka barilin?
Yun nga.
Hindi naman dapat option yun in the first place.
Hi! Welcome to the vlog.
Okay,
Charot.
oh my gosh, hello.
Wait. Wait lang. Care package. Wait lang, gumagalaw pa.
may mga
Kamusta?
pwede tumigil.
Ay, nasabog ng buhok ko sa vlog.
Hindi, okay lang yan. Maganda pa din.
Ano
Sure.
to?
Army Navy.
Bakit?
Wala lang.
Ito ang birthday ah.
Okay lang, gusto ko lang. Bye! Okay, so, syempre, alam natin na horrible. Horrible talaga yung, malapit na
Need to wrap it up.
So, alam natin na horrible talaga yung whole racism thing, and it's not a joke, and it's not to be taken lightly. Pero like, for us, na nandito sa Pilipinas, like, what can we do? Ano yung pwede nating gawin?
Well, sa akin, kasi hindi racism yung
Issue
laban dito sa
dito.
Pilipinas. Kasi, hindi naman racially diverse. Feeling ko yung issue kasi yung socio-economic yung mga ganapan
Well,
dito.
injustices siguro.
Oo,
dyan,
so ano pa din, pumapasok pa din dun yung mga privilege and stuff. Yung nasa lower class ganyan na
marginalized.
marginalized, less option sa kanila kapag mag-apply sa trabaho o mag-work. Pag nakapag-aral ka, sobrang laking bagay na nun para sa'yo.
Third world eh.
It
It matters.
yung pag-aaral pa lang, like ang laki
Privilege na siya.
ang laki na niyang yung parang nasasala na lahat nung
Yung impact niya.
na panood akong lesson sa YouTube na sa classroom yung mga tao, tas yung teacher sabi niya naglagay siya ng ng basurahan doon sa pinakaharap ng kwarto. Tas sabi niya, okay, lahat kayo kumuha kayo ng bola, tas i-crumple nyo, tas i-bato nyo, dapat ma-shoot nyo doon sa basurahan sa harap. Di syempre ginawa nila, syempre natural, yung mga nasa front row madali nilang na-shoot. Yung mga tao nasa likod, mas hirap sila na mas tsambahan yung tira nila kasi mas malayo
unless
sila.
lang yun talaga yung ginagawa nila.
Mas kung basketball player ka, di parang kunyari ikaw nasa harap ka, hindi mo na-realize na ang hirap pala doon sa mga nasa likod mo.
Yun.
Na kasi ikaw na-shoot mo, okay, wala ka ng problema.
Hindi mo naisipin yung iba.
Kung short-sighted ka, wala ka ng pakialam actually. Sa mga tao, na-shoot ko na, pasado na ako, gano'n. Dapat, kunyari, kung ikaw yung nasa posisyon na yun na parang yun yung privilege kapag ikaw yung nandun sa harap, dapat palagi mo pa din iniisip yung mga tao sa likod.
What can you do?
Para sa kanila.
Na matulungan din yun.
Na hindi yung okay na ako kasi
solve na ako. Parang
na ako na,
ito yung required of me, nagawa ko na siya.
Kanya-kanya. Hindi dapat kanya-kanya. Palagi mo dapat iniisip yung mga yung mga nasa likod mo gano'n. Ayan, okay na.
Okay,
dali, para
so
mag-part na tayo.
Daming processing. We're home and I hope you guys like the vlog. Simple lang na nakalabas na ng bahay. So, yeah, keep safe guys. Bye!